process of me throwing on the silverback squat suit. The size suit is 42, and I am 5'8". Right now I'm about 230 pounds. So I've only pulled it up to my hips just to where it gets tight, and I have my handler, Amy, will roll the straps around a bar from a monolift, and I'll try and just sit as much as I can, throwing my weight into it to try and help slide it up. You see there I've got my suit slippers on, and then what you don't see underneath, I've got a pair of Under Armour like boxer briefs that help the suit slide up where the suit slippers don't cover. So I've done the back, turned around, had Amy jack the bar up a little bit, and I went ahead and hung from the front myself a little bit to try and get the suit up a little bit higher. And the whole while I'm kind of shifting my weight back and forth, moving my legs back and forth, doing anything I can just to get a little increment on either side. So after I do the front and the back, then I go ahead and try and put all the weight into one leg at a time. So I'll have Amy grab, my right strap there, I'll hang in it, then do the left strap, hang in it, and this just helps put a little bit more force on a single leg in efforts to get the suit up versus distributing it across both legs. So you see there I'm wiggling my legs back and forth and trying to pull the slack up over the quad, and then simultaneously pulling what I can, from the inner groin area, just trying to pull any inner leg or skin through there that I can. Now on the outside, when you pull it up over your quad, you're going to create some wrinkles there, and that's ideal for creating slack in the bottom of the suit. As I mentioned before, that very lowest ring that goes around the bottom of your quad is the tightest part on the suit. So if you can get that up and create some slack just above it, then you should be able to hang or have someone pull the straps up and work those wrinkles out while keeping that bottom seam up as high as possible, because if it slides back down, the suit's not going to go anywhere. So right now we've got it worked up high enough to go ahead and throw the straps up. Now it's not easy whatsoever. I'm compressing my rib cage as much as possible on that side and dipping my shoulder down, and you see Amy there had a little struggle to try and get that one strap up, and it didn't even go up all the way. I just managed to get it up enough on my shoulder for me to wiggle around a bit. And this little flail kick that I do is there's no science to it, but each time I do it, the suit slides up a little more over my quad, and once I get that side maxed out as high as I can get it, then I'll go ahead and go for the second strap, because the second strap is much tighter and more difficult to get on. So I always try and get the suit up as much as possible before doing so. You see there, Amy can't quite get it, so Toby steps in, takes an elevated position to gain an advantage there and get it up over my arm, and I just barely get it up enough on my delt so that I can wiggle around and do a few kicks here and there, and it slides right up after that. So then it's just a matter of making sure the straps are up completely as high as they're going to go, and that I've worked the suit up completely as high as it's going to go, so that it doesn't slide around once I actually step under the bar to take a squat. So again, I'll check and make sure that the inner groin isn't going to slide anymore, the quad isn't going to slide anymore, and once you do that, then you're ready to go. Like I said, this time around only took me 5 minutes because I prepared. I sprayed the whole suit down beforehand, had it completely soaked, and it was much easier than putting on the deadlift suit with no preparation.
Don't let that suit dictate where you're going, man. Come on, go into that curve. Ah!
So my first set here, I keep the straps down, similar to the deadlift. I'm not going to worry about throwing them up for a while. So I took my first set here at, I believe it's 7:05. And anytime I'm breaking the suit in, I always work off of the box. That's my safety, that's my security blanket. So I took a little bit of a high box here. I'm not trying to hit depth, I'm just trying to break a suit in. So this was my very first set in the suit, and I really didn't know what to expect other than tightness. So I took the first one there, it moved pretty well. Went ahead and decided to go for another, about the same. So I was pretty happy with how that went.
Right up the back, let's go.
Now for my second set, I added on my max RPM reps, and this set is at 755 pounds. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the idea of going for PRs in a brand new suit, but I figured it worked in the deadlift suit. I wanted to give the squat suit a try. So 755 is the most I've taken in a single ply suit, and that was straps up for a single. So you see here I've got straps down, and boom, there it is for a double. So I mean the results speak for themselves.
Get up for this, let's go!
Now this last set, I did end up going a little bit heavier. I went 795, but I threw on reverse mini bands. I'm not even going to get into band calculation, but it was still a fairly heavy set, and I just wanted to get a few more reps in, breaking the suit in, as well as a little bit more heavy weight, so that I know what to expect out of the suit as far as the support that it's going to give me. And again, this is straps down, 795, reverse